All right, my wonderful people. Yes, you don't bust for this area. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform. We give us back-to-back updates on how things they be, on how things they shell for Biafraland and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also remember to like and share this broadcast too. Okay, my wonderful people, the latest one with the buzz brains at the moment, we say yes, the biggest announcement, big announcement as it hot, with the rate of the polling votes that has increased nowadays concerning everything that concerns the Biafra movement. Yes, we are letting each and every one of you know. The PM has also said it and has made it known that from 2nd of December at the moment. Yes, from 2nd of December, Biafrans are free to exist. The terrorist. Yes, they are free to exit the terrorist state. And my people, it is one of the biggest news I'm sure nobody was expecting as soon as possible. And I'm telling you right now that it is something that everybody should be getting ready for. Because at this point, it is going to be hits on hits. The referendum voting is on another level. My people, it is going worldwide that this is what we are meant for. This is what we were made for. You see, this particular referendum voting is the biggest. And my people, it is going to touch a whole lot of life. It is going to touch a whole lot of people. Because at this particular point, it is everything we've been working for, hoping for, and aiming for. And if we're being very sincere, it is what we would love to actually happen. It is what we would love to actually take place. And yes, December 2nd is the date for any of for the movement to start happening. Yes, my people, it's better you start getting ready wherever you are. You are free by from that December 2nd. Everybody, every Biafran that wants to leave can leave immediately. My people, now so you go the hot where let us be getting ready, because this is a very big one, and we are expecting big things to keep happening. That is the truth of the matter. At this point, everything we've ever been working for, aiming for, is what we are getting right now, is what we would be loving to see, because at this point it is the biggest and the what we've been aiming for. And so let us be ready. These particular things we've been doing ever since this year started, every back-to-back clash and every move against the Nigerian soldiers, the back-to-back meetings, town hall meetings in the foreign states, the US, the London, Canada, the rest of it. All these things are not in vain. All these moves that have been made, we are not done in vain. There are things that we are consciously thought about, and that is why we are here at this point, consciously also telling you that these particular things are going to have big effects, and the evidence of everything is going to be after that December 2nd. My people, is it the hot? As it the hot, be getting ready wherever you are. For those that are interested, get ready to leave, get ready to move. Those that are interested, because we know that a whole lot of people are still blindsided. A lot of people are still blinded by what the terrorist government is telling them. But that one are their business until they come to their senses. Whenever they come to their senses, I believe that they will always be accepted, so long as they are true bloods. Yes, and what we are letting you all know is that none of our efforts have been fruitless. None of our efforts have been, though they might be taking time to actually show forth or show that something is actually happening, but it is actually happening. And if I'm one thing I am very sure of, is that it is going to have a big effect. It is having big effects time and time again. And I really believe that these things are making big effects, and we should all be happy for it. We should be happy about all these things that are happening, and we should be ready. Believe you me, we should be ready for any of these things that are taking place, because we do not know the time and the season when these people want to strike back. Because of course, they've hated all our moves, they've hit on us, they've thrown propaganda up and down concerning everything we've been doing, and but we have not let it take us down. We have not even let any of it even get to the extent of pulling us, making us slow in everything we've ever wanted? No. We've ever always wanted. We've always ended up being there when we need to be. And then he's against the Biafra movement. He's against this, he's against that. That he's against this, that he's causing unrest in Southeast, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like people, I just want you to know that it's not possible. None of it is even close to being possible because he is working tirelessly. The amount of people they send against him, the amount of people that have wanted his arrest, even the time when they succeeded one way or another, they said there was a rumor that he was arrested and then he was released, and everything that comes up, it all ends up to be a lie. It all ends up to be false. It all ends up not happening because this man is protected by the Finland government, and the Finland government is in support of everything he's doing. And I would like to tell you that even the Finland government would know they would not support anybody that would be causing unrest in another state, and they will not even let him stay in their country if they found out that, or if they know that this particular man, this is what he's doing. But they know the fight, they know the roots of every single thing, and so because of that, they are supporting him. This particular movement is not a movement that anyone can just wake up and do and go to a foreign state and stay. If you are that kind of person that you are doing that side of thing, be rest assured that the country would investigate you before allowing you to stay there, especially in a country like Finland. If a Finland country would investigate you to be sure that nothing of such is going on, or you're not causing any of such, that whatever you're doing is actually up to your right and is what you can rightfully do, which I am sure that they have done properly on him, and they have verified that this particular person is doing nothing, just like the Nnamdi Kanu was doing absolutely nothing wrong but fighting for the movement. But of course, this particular thing is what they would use to sway people in Nigeria. They would use to sway Igbo people in Nigeria, make them think that he's the worst enemy of all, and say so many rubbish against him. I would even come up and say that if since he's outside the country, he should come back. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the few times he came back to Nigeria, the very first time he came back, they arrested him. That was the first thing they did. And you expect him or anybody fighting for their freedom to come back to Nigeria? It's not possible. If we have a history of letting people that are fighting for their nation be in the country and be safe and every other thing without getting arrested, then the possibility of them coming back or staying or being protected in their state is there. But then anytime that this set of people find themselves or get themselves in the country, they are arrested. Do you expect the PM, Simon Ekpa, not to learn from the previous things that had happened and decide to be in a state that would really, really protect him from anything that is going on? Of course, he has found that state, and that state or that country is Finland, and that is why he's with the Finnish government. And as well, it has ended up that the main president or the person in charge at this point has ended up to be a very close friend of his, close to his best friend. And they are all working towards everything that would make sure that the Biafra movement is something that actually works out at the end, and not just something that people would hear about and not know what is happening. But my people, what I am here to remind you of is that this movement is as real as anything should be. The movement that is being made by the PMBRGIE is one of the biggest and one of the most valued by the true Biafrans that know that the fight is real, and that if we stop fighting, the day we stop fighting is the day we start ending whatever it is we want for ourselves. And so this is what is expected of Biafrans, not to avoid, not to ignore, not to lay down or to forget whatever it is. You are expected to do the needful. Stand steadfast, be ready at any point in time, because you do not know what's next and what is going to happen next. And so you are expected to be strong, and do the needful. Every single thing. I don't believe there's anything you're passing through now that there's people in the past that fought for this particular freedom have not passed through, that did not pass through. There are those that went through the main civil war, and there was a war, a real war. And it so happened that at the end, since we are still in one Nigeria, you would call it the fact that we lost. But of course, we are going at it again, and we are going to win. We are hoping that the best would happen in our coming off and doing the needful things that we need to do And so, my people, it is one of the important things that we need to do with anything that concerns Biafra movement. And so that is what it is. So yes, my people, this is what we'll come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.